Hello grade 1, welcome to our new science session. Today we will solve some questions in your book, so please open your books on page 335. The first question, you have 4 words in a box and you need to put each one in the correct place. Let's start reading the words. The first one is property, weight, texture, temperature. Question number 1. The measure of how warm something is. Do you remember this term? How hot or cold something is, or how warm or cold something is, means its, yes, it means its temperature. So here in this space you will write the word temperature. Let's move to question number 2. The way something feels. When you touch something, you will feel if it's smooth, rough, soft, hard. What is the meaning of these things? It means its texture. So we will write here texture. Okay, let's move to the third one. The measure of how heavy something is. How heavy is it? We still have only 2 words, property and weight. Which one of them means the measure of how heavy something is? It means its weight. And don't forget that temperature, texture and weight, all of them are some properties of matter, some characteristics that we can measure, how something looks or how something is like, and it will be the answer of question number 4. A part of what something is like, something we can measure for it, it's a property. Okay, now we will move to another page. You have a table like this in page 344 and 345. Let's start with the first picture in this table. It's a picture of a juice or lemonade, and we need to answer these questions for all of these pictures. We have 3 pictures: lemonade, sunglasses and dish soap. We need to write yes or no for each of them. Does it have mass? Does it take up place? Does it have its own shape? Does it take the shape of its container? Is it a solid or a liquid? Here for the lemonade, does it have mass? It's already answered yes. Does it take up space? Yes. Does it have its own shape? The lemonade, not the glass. Does it have its own shape? No, it doesn't have its own shape. Does it take the shape of its container? Of course, yes. What about the last question? Is it solid or liquid? The lemonade is a liquid. Why? Because it flows and it takes the shape of its container, so it is a liquid. Let's move to the next. Sunglasses. Does it have mass? Yes. Does it take up space? Of course. Does it have its own shape? Well, the shape of the sunglasses change when you wear it, or when you put it inside your bag, or when you put it anywhere at home. Of course no, so it has its own shape. Does it take the shape of its container? No. What about the last one? Is it solid or liquid? Of course it is a solid because it has its own shape. Let's move to the third, the dish soap. Does it have mass? Yes. Does it take up space? Of course, yes. Does it have its own shape? The soap here, does it have shape? No. Does it take the shape of its container, the bottle in which it's put? Yeah. What about the last question? Is it solid or a liquid? Of course it is a liquid because it flows when your mom is putting it to clean the dishes, and it takes the shape of its container, which is the bottle in which it is put. Okay, now we will move to another page, page 348. You have a chart here, you need to complete it. It's about solids, liquids, and gases. Here, it's talking about solid. What is the definition of a solid? Does it have shape, or it takes the shape of its container, or it fills all the space in its container? A solid takes the shape of its container. So, the definition of a solid, it takes the shape of its container. Here we don't know the kind of matter, it's missing. But we know the definition. It flows and takes the shape of its container. Which kind of matter is it? Of course it is a liquid. So, a liquid flows and takes the shape of its container. What about the last one? Here also we don't know the kind of matter, but we have the definition. Fills all the space in its container. It will be a gas. A gas doesn't have shape. It fills all the space in its container. The last question, write to complete the sentence. All matter has mass. All of them have mass and take up space. Okay, grade 1, I need you to solve these questions in your books. And that's all for today. See you next time. Thank you for listening and goodbye.